What up, everybody? This is the Built Different podcast, first episode of 2023. Hope everybody out there had an amazing holiday, and everybody's year is getting started off on the right foot. Raul's not on today to join us, but he may be splicing himself in because we want to hear his perspective on what his goals are and what he wants to do in 2023.
Hey everybody, I wanted to check in and say hi to the entire Extropian community, as well as Ricky, Sean, and Justin. Happy New Year, guys. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Unfortunately, I'm out of town, but I'm here at CES 2023, and we're here scoping out all the new tech on behalf of Extropian. We're also checking out some new goals. I would say for me, the number one goal for Extropian is to expand our network. Sponsored fighters, trainers, athletes, everything. Just making sure that this team keeps growing, keeps getting stronger, keeps getting smarter.
But this episode, we kind of left off the last time this episode, saying that this episode was going to be more so about the goals for 2023. We talked a lot about 2022, the progress we made, but 2023 is going to be our year, man. We had so much positive momentum in 2022. Sky's the limit for us in 2023 with all of the, everything that we've had going on, the rush of momentum that we've had, all the people that have kind of came in. So, we just kind of want to talk to everybody, our audience and our community on what they can expect from us, kind of the expectations we're going to set for ourselves and for ourselves individually and maybe as a company. And, how we plan to take this world over, in 2023. So, with that being said, I'm gonna throw it to Sean and Justin. First of all, how was your New Year's? Like, what did you guys do? Justin, I'll throw it to you first.
My New Year's was pretty good. I kept it pretty low key. It was just me and my girlfriend. We went to Disney Springs. We just kind of hung out there for the night, watched the fireworks and stuff, ate some good food. It was pretty crowded, but I mean, it's New Year's, so it was a nice night.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to hang out and bring in the New Year together. So it was nice.
Any personal like goals or any type of I hate resolutions, but personally, but any resolutions you made for yourself this year?
I want to eat healthier. I think I eat a lot of sugar. I have a bad sugar addiction, so I'm trying to curb that a little bit. And then just, I guess, I want to do more jiu-jitsu tournaments this year. I only got to do like one last year, but yeah, that's about it. Just mainly those two things for as far as like my personal life. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to. If you have any, you gotta invite me up to your the tournaments, man. I'll come out and support you.
Yeah, definitely.
So you need to wear Extropian on your gi as well. You know what I mean? I don't know your gis. Just throw it on the gi, man.
Yeah,
you could be one of our sponsored athletes in 2023.
Look at that, employee and sponsored athlete.
So sorry, Sean, you were saying?
No, I said I want to come to the tournaments too if I'm around, for sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. We got to support you, man.
Appreciate it.
Sean, how about you? How was your New Year's? We talked to you about your Christmas and everything. That sounded pretty damn good. So, how was like your New Year's and then also resolutions for 2023?
New Year's was good. It was very chill. Just went out to dinner with the family. And then some of our neighbors came over for a little bit, hung out, had some very, very good food. And then watched some college football and stuff like that. And then spent the night with the dog that I am watching right now, who is very cute. He's a white German Shepherd named Kai. So yeah, it was not too crazy. And then as far as resolutions or things I want to do in 2023, one of my big goals is I would like to move either down to Florida or at the very least out of my house. That's something that I've been looking forward to, and I'd like to be closer to you guys. That way when Justin has a jiu-jitsu tournament, it's like, oh, let me drive down the road as opposed to like, oh, let me hop on a plane. And other than that, I mean, yeah, I agree with Justin. Eating a little better would probably be good. Not in my best tip-top shape. Despite, how great I look and stuff, I think I could look a little better. Um, so yeah, I think for me it's not so much sugar, it's carbs. I am just like the king of carbs. I just eat as much carbs as I can, and I need to not do that. I need to cut down on the bagels, the pizza, all the stuff that New Jersey is very good at making. Um, so yeah, that's kind of my goals, and then yeah, and just to have a successful year and keep making progress.
Yeah, you might need to delete that One Bite app if you're trying to not eat the carbs of the pizza. That that
Yeah,
that that uh that might be part of the problem there, man.
probably.
How about you, Ricky?
Um,
Your resolutions?
one, I'm gonna throw this out here just to try and jinx my internet connection, but maybe find a new carrier for one Spectrum tends to cause me some issues. So that's number one. I'm gonna throw that out there reverse um reverse
Sean just
the
disappeared.
what's been happening, huh?
Sean disappeared right when you said that. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
he
god.
don't even have Spectrum. So whatchamacallit. No, I'm the same way, man. Ever since the pandemic, it's just excuse after excuse about the gym, and I know I've told you guys plenty of times, like, oh, I'm trying to get back to where I was, and every time you guys see me, I look the same. So that's my goal, is to just have that commitment that I had to myself over the years of just eating better, looking my best, feeling my best. And yeah, it's just got to be the commitment. I really want to develop better routines as well, daily routines, just be more efficient, um, and just just be as healthy as I can. I really want to start taking a lot of supplements and stuff as well, just for long-term health and brain health and focus and all those type of things. There's a lot of not natural supplements I've done a lot of research on that I want to really implement into my diet, and just get better. Like, we can't say we're Extropian, this company that's helping people redefine what's possible and be their best selves if we're not being our best selves either. You know what I mean? So we gotta live. We gotta start living the brand.
Yeah, definitely.
So with that being said, I think we kind of touched on some things. Sean's mentioned moving, and a lot of that comes with the accomplishments that we're trying to make happen this year for Extropian. So I guess I'll kind of throw it to you guys now as well. Like, you know, where do you see us going? Like, when I referenced on the last episode, this is going to be a cool reflection point for us. At the time that we do, the end of the year podcast episode, God willing. Um, where do you guys want to see us at that point? What would you like to accomplish? Maybe even working for Extropian. Because I think, reflecting, we always reflect all the time of where we were, and we did a little bit on that last podcast where we were the year before. Um, yeah, it's crazy the amount of progress we made. If we just keep doubling up or tripling up the progress, man, it's gonna be a crazy year, which I really want. So what do you I'll throw it to Sean first. What are you thinking as far as where you'd like to see us, and goals you'd like to see accomplished with Extropian this year?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say one of my goals is definitely I want to see us have a product on the market by the end of 2023. I think, we've been slowly given hints about what we do, and, our website, our socials have kind of been showing and hinting it a little bit, but to see some like consumers and users actually, getting the benefits of what we want to, like what our product is going to offer and stuff. I think that's going
Hmm.
to be super super um, cool and like motivating for our team and motivating for the individuals themselves. Like it, I think it's really going to change a lot of lives and a lot of perspective. And so I think that's like my biggest goal for this year is um, professionally is do what I have to do, everything on my end to make that a reality of making these products available to the consumer.
And you've been putting a lot of groundwork in for that. And so it's just we got to flush that out and just make it happen. So I'm with you there. What about maybe like something you want to learn, or because that's one of the things that we do here is like it's a learning experience, which has been I think the most beautiful thing about what we do is every day we're learning something new. So anything you want to learn, anything you want to become more proficient at, anything personal business goals.
Yeah, I still have a lot to learn myself. I don't really come from particularly like a business background. But I've kind of transitioned into business and I do like it and I feel like I've been doing pretty well at it. But there's still plenty for me to learn. With my role as COO, it's kind of, helping everybody complete day-to-day tasks and doing like running kind of the operations side of things. So I kind of want to get a feel for that job and find out what I do think I have strengths that are critical for accomplishing those tasks, but finding out what there is that I might not be good at, and then really trying to work on that, and just become a completely well-rounded uh, person within the company. And I think I do think that I do have a lot of skills and like well-roundedness already, but there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, I had to put myself on mute there. Unfortunately, the dog in around me right now is not as chill as the dog you showed me a few minutes ago that's laying on the floor behaving himself. So, uh, luckily, without saying anything, he quieted down. So, Justin, how about yourself, man? What are you thinking? What do you want to see? What do you want to do? What's your thoughts on where you want to see us like this time next year?
I mean, of course, I agree with Sean. Like, I want us to be able to have our product out by the end of the year, but also just throughout the year, just seeing like, I'm very interested to see how this company grows in terms of our following online. Once people find out more about what we're doing, once people see the product for themselves, because we're doing a decent job growing our company and stuff without showing the device, but I feel like once we start talking about it and once we can actually show like a video of it or a demo or something like that, I think people are going to be like, their minds are going to be blown when they see this, and they're going to be thinking about all the possibilities the same way we do, like every day working on this. So like in addition to just having the product out, I'm just very curious to hear people's reactions to it once they actually see it, and what they think of the ultimate idea, because I think people are gonna love it, and they're gonna figure out some way that it could fit into their own lives.
Mm.
And then for me, I guess something that I want to work on, uh, as a part of this company is, um, I've gotten to work a lot on like the like kind of the business side of things with you guys, like the marketing and things like that. Um, I do have like a master's degree in data science, so I would like to, help out with that stuff too. So it's kind of like, I haven't really gotten to work with Bhuvanesh and Andrew yet, the other two data scientists that are a part of this company, for the listeners. But yeah, I'm curious to see how that dynamic is going to work, because I feel like I'm able to help out in both of those areas, and so I want to learn how I can kind of balance both of those jobs, or those departments, I guess, because um, I think we have a lot of really exciting things, and there's a lot of work to do in both of those areas, and I think I can help out in both. So I'm just curious to see how I can make that work.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned how people will be impressed with it. Like I don't think you ever got to experience when we did data collection in the gym and we put it on some fighters. Sean's been around to see some of that. But yeah, we got a lot of like crazy responses, like oh, this is the future. Oh, this is like Terminator. Oh, this is people would ask, what the hell is this exactly? And when they saw the data that populated for them, they were like, wow. And then it really, in the gym setting, it brought in a competitive, really, it made things competitive. Like people were seeing their data like for the first time, and different forms of data that they hadn't seen before, and they're like, it brought out the competitive spirit in everybody. Everybody wanted to outdo everybody, and Sean could tell you people were like lining up, over and over again to take their turn utilizing the tech.
And
Um,
the craziest part of
mhm.
that too, Ricky, was the people like that was with a prototype and with an unfinished uh, app and stuff like that. Like the stuff that we're going to be able to provide to consumers and to people once we're ready to fully launch this out is going to be 100 times better than that. And so if you saw those reactions, it's like I can't imagine what the people are going to say when they get the full experience.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it was really cool to sit back and watch people's reactions to that. And like Sean said, that wasn't even the finished product, but once this thing is finished, I can't wait to see people's reactions. And I think for me, that's the biggest thing is like I feel like we're in such a great place now because of all the momentum we had in 2022 to actually reveal this. I really, 2023, I'm ready for us to like have like full visibility. I'm ready, we're finally finding our voice. We're finding, we have our footing under us now, but I'm ready for people to see this thing. I'm ready for people to just learn about what this is. I'm ready for people to, experience something brand new. And, a lot of times when we have shown people this, they're like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know this was even possible. Like, this is so different and so unique. And I can't wait for people to experience and see that. And even more so feel that. Because the goal is to change how the goal of the company and one of my goals with fun and starting this company was to change the way people view technology and how they interact with it on a daily basis. Like I think it's gotten a little stale, it's gotten rigid, quote unquote, and we just want to bring that new dynamic in, and that's why I really can't wait to reveal this and show it off to the world and start posting on our socials. We're almost there. So, our followers and our listeners and our community, don't worry. This is going to be coming out soon. We'll be revealing everything soon. But, it's going to be exciting. Because even the people that have known what the goal was for me, they haven't seen the prototype. People that I first told this to, they haven't even seen what this thing looks like and how it functions. So, yeah, just bringing visibility and making our name ring around the world and around our community. I can't wait to do that. And that's one of the top goals for 2023.
I feel like
Um,
this year or last year was very much about just like laying the foundation for the company. I mean, I know you guys have been working on this before I joined the company and stuff, but it seems like especially towards the end of the year, we really started to solidify what this company actually is. We have a new name now. We have like a structure to it. We have like all the pieces. We have the technology. We have everything coming together now, and it feels like now we're at like the starting line, and this year is just it's like the race is just getting started now in this year, which is really exciting.
yeah, and I think on the last podcast, I was mentioning how like it seemed like every couple of weeks or months we had some new talent joining us. So that's what I'm really excited to do is like flush out our team and just put pedal to the metal because that should be coming soon. Um, that should be coming soon where we're able to really like get creative with some aspects we haven't been able to get creative with. Um,
And
I'm ready to just start doing research and R&D on a lot of stuff as well because we have like just and Sean could tell you and Justin could tell you as well. We have like a wealth of ideas, but we had to build that foundation, like Justin said, and we're kind of hitting the ground running, and then we'll get to a certain point where we can start doing a lot of more crazy of the crazier things that we have in mind, and even more so than that, just seeing how far we can go with it.
Right.
That's something that we've always talked about is not putting a limit on what we do. So, we don't want to just reach this pin like we don't want to ever have a pinnacle. We want to just keep pushing past, and part of that is like some of the crazy things that we come up with, and it's going to be fun to really try those things and see what works, see what doesn't. The things that don't work, we can continue to like progress towards them a point where they can actually work and they're feasible. But it's kind of like the whole, me loving cars and everything. I hate when you see the prototype vehicle and it's like, damn, we gotta wait, 30 years. I know Mercedes has had, they have a car coming out now that years ago there was like a prototype. I was like, damn, how cool would that be to drive something like that? And then now you see like little elements of it making its way into a commercial vehicle. I don't want us to do that. I know I want us, obviously there's going to be some things that are so far off that it's going to take us a while to get there. But I want to bring the future to people today, and that's what I think we have right now. So imagine what we do down the road when we really get crazy with this thing. It's crazy now, but it's going to get really, really crazy when we're able to try and do things that that are kind of just thought processes now.
It's gonna be cool.
And as
Oh, go ahead.
No, and as far as like flushing out the team, I mean, I think too, even with the people that we've had on board, like
Mm.
Justin, for example, like some of the people that we've had on board haven't even fully dove into their expertise and their skill set. Like I think, getting everybody like on like fully on board and having everyone like really like diving into the aspects that they're familiar with, like that's going to even take us to a whole new level just with the people that we have, not even with people that we're and plus the people we bring in. Like we're going to have I've always said, and I know Ricky has said this too, I think we put together an all-star team. It's not picking people up off the waiver wire. It's like, first round draft picks all the way across the board.
Hmm.
Good analogy.
Sorry, go ahead, Justin. What were you gonna
Lottery
say?
picks too, not second round picks in the NBA, and then these are five what is it 5-star athletes in football, 5-star.
Blue chip
Yeah,
talent.
I mean, you say what? Blue chip?
Blue chip talent only.
Yeah, and I mean, we're only going to keep adding. And I mean, what I'm really looking forward to as well is like we've been blessed really to have like amazing connections through like advisors, mentors, and people that came into this thing that, man, we can't wait to tap into. We haven't really we haven't even really started with that whole thing of we've networked and things like that, but our some of the people on our team that we have in place already have really amazing connections that we're really excited about you know tapping into and bringing into the company, and it's that's going to be really incredible as well. I can't wait to build that out and to utilize some of the existing relationships, and that's one of my goals as CEO is to network and just keep building crazy relationships, alliances, partnerships. That's when it gets fun. I mean, that's I really I don't know. I feel like I've done a decent job building relationships now, but something you can always get better at. And I think relationships are key to success in anything in life. So 2023, I'm ready to do that and get to know a lot more people, tap into more experts, learn more. That's one of my biggest things, is learning more and just growing. And learned a lot last year, but I know this year it's gonna be crazy. The amount of things that we all learn and how much growth we experience. By this time next year, my goal and what I'd love to see for you guys as well is just experts in whatever area, whatever field you might want to gain that knowledge in. You know what I mean? We might be just completely different people by the time we get on here next year. Hopefully, from experience, not from personality or anything, but just really well-rounded and proficient individuals.
It's gonna be really interesting to watch our end of the year podcast
Yeah.
at the end of this year and just see how far we've come by the end of this year. Because I think we're gonna do so much. It's gonna be bananas.
I think we need to make that like a mandatory thing. Is like the three of us and Raul as well. Like all four of us watch this podcast that we're recording right now
Yeah.
before the end of the year podcast and be like, wow, like those goals that we were thinking, like we destroyed them, or if we didn't hit any goals, like why, like just
Yeah.
reflecting, because even things that aren't necessarily viewed as like successful or whatever, it's like you can learn from those mistakes or learn from failure in a way. So it's like nothing needs to be a negative thing. Everything can be a learning experience.
Definitely.
Yeah, if we would have done a podcast from 2021 to, our end of year 2022, it would have been wild.
I don't even know what the goals would have been in 2021, to be honest. Like,
Well, we had some, but we didn't, I think we didn't think we would be where we are. Like the conversations we have now and the people we talk to now and what we talk about, we didn't think we'd be approaching those subjects at this point in time.
Very
Um,
true.
it was, that was 2022 kind of, something I should have talked about on there was we were kind of forced into moving faster. Um, Things just started to like roll, and we had to adapt, and it was kind of a lesson for us to about adapting and being able to to handle situations, have dynamic situations because at some point, man, we were doing we were doing things that we had no idea, we would have to take on for a while. So we fast tracked a lot of stuff. We kind of got pushed into getting to where we are, and like it enabled us to kind of be where we are now. This reference point that we're at now, it pushed us into that. Because if we didn't get kind of forced into it, we probably might have been still taking our time in certain areas, and we wouldn't have been. I don't think we would be talking about putting out a product at the end of the year, or it could be sooner, but we wouldn't be talking about putting out a product this early. We'd still be on something else. So it was pressure, and what they say. I hate this, cliche sayings, but pressure. Pressure. You need pressure and stuff to build diamonds, but it's that's it. It pushed us and forced us to learn and grow, and that was kind of the beauty of it. We wouldn't be having these conversations now. It would be kind of a more bleak conversation heading into 2023. But yeah, any thoughts, Sean, also too on what you would like the audience to learn about us in 2023? Like anything that you would like revealed through our efforts to bring show our presence and to you know bring visibility to the company and to the audience.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I would say the biggest thing is, us not wanting to be just another tech company, right? So
Hmm.
it's like, you know, when even when we have a product out, even when we, um, like when we're doing things that are, necessary to operate a business, we don't want to lose that mindset of being a movement. We want, to create a community. We want, and the community, I mean, we really have the just the bare bones of that right now, but we want to have a situation where, people are connected because of Extropian, because they are Extropians. Um,
Hmm.
and I think, when there's more information about the product, when, you see the different use cases, when you see the different um, like benefits that it can provide and how it can help you like break through your perceived limits and everything like that, you're gonna see why we think this can be so special, why it can be more than just for one industry, one sport, one whatever, right? It's bigger than that, and I think like that's what's going to help create a really really cool, really strong community of people who are like-minded, but even like-minded but doing different things. Or if you want to be in a community more specific to what your passion is, then that's available too. So I think that's going to be the thing that I want, users and you know, hopefully fellow extropians by the end of 2023 to know is like we're here and I want us to be a household name. I want it to be people bought into us and into this idea of extropian being a movement and a way of life.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're not here to be like anybody else. We just want to make our presence known. Kind of the really cool thing that happens when the few people that we show this to, they they may have something that there is a hobby, or they may have something that that they love doing, or maybe their kids love doing, or loved ones love doing, and they find like a use case for it. Like there's always somebody that says something different. Damn, I could use it for this, or damn, I could use it for that. And that's why I can't wait to for people to see and to be like, damn, like if I had this, I could do this with it, or damn, if I had, I could do that with it. And we've had, countless different industries, different sports, different use cases where people say, man, I could see it being used for that. And it's kind of a universal product. You know what I mean? It's just, we're as our name indicates, we're trying to better humanity through technology. And that's what is so great about it, is that it's literally stretches to all different facets of life and different different use cases that people will it's people will I think people will really love it. So I just can't wait to reveal that, because every time we do reveal to somebody, there's always some like, damn, I didn't even think about that. You would use it for that, and then they kind of go into like, yeah, I do X, Y, and Z with it, and man, it would be helpful and beneficial for this, or that. So yeah, I can't wait for that. So I mean, I've held this. You guys kind of know I've been more like cautious and held this like kind of close to my vest for like a long time, but I'm ready actually to kind of reveal it and just go with it and leave our mark and be the pioneers of this. Because after we do this, I think there'll probably be people that want to do it, or other companies. You know how that goes. Like, but I want to be the trendsetter. I want to be the pioneers of this. 2023. That's what it's all about. Putting our stake in the ground and saying this is the next wave, and we're leading it. We're leading the charge. So everybody, you can follow us, or join us, or try and follow us. But yeah, we're also here to compete as well. We're very competitive, and we're here to have fun at the same time, and we want our community to do that as well. So yeah,
Mm.
that's what
Justin,
I
what
really want to see.
Justin, what about you?
For me, I'm very curious, like Ricky was saying, to kind of just hear how people will apply our technology into our own lives, because I'm sure there's still like we've thought about. I feel like we've thought about a lot of different use cases, but there's no way we've thought about all of them, you know. And so I can't wait to hear about like I know like even on our website we have like a community page that I think people will get to take a look at, and we touch on like the major things like sports and the military and things that we think that our technology will be used for, but um, I just can't wait to see when people actually take a look at our technology and stuff, and then it could be anyone from anywhere, and they'll have some sort of use case that's very like a very specific, very niche use case for it, and I think it's those very unique use cases that I'm very excited to learn more about once we finally are able to show everything off.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like I've always been into tech, and I know CES is coming up, so I'm like I've always watched, and like if anybody reveals something like that's kind of new, I'm like, damn, that's dope, because it's like it came from their mind. It was on paper. It was part of their, probably they imagined it for a while and they brought it to life. And if it's anything new, always love like seeing the audience's reaction, and even my reaction. I always used to love like looking at this, and then I'd be doing the research on it and start watching all the videos on it and stuff like that. I'm ready for us to get to that point, because I think people like myself and people that are looking for that cutting edge, or that to maybe get an advantage on a competitor or something like that. They're always looking for that thing. They're always trying to push that edge, and I think once they see this, they're going to be much like myself, where I like start doing all the research and watching all the videos and like trying to figure out how the hell they did it. I'm ready for us to get to that point, and for us to all like be evangelists for it. You know what I mean? And thought leaders of this technology. And this podcast is part of that. That's what we're trying to do. Is and it's going to be more apparent, obviously, when we reveal the product, because we can talk more about it. But being the evangelist for this new wave of technology, that's when it's going to be really cool. And yeah, it's gonna be exciting, man. I'm ready for 2023. I mean, it's with the way things kind of have gone in 2022, and you guys obviously know some of the things we have on the pipeline, like how things are moving. Like I'm pumped, man. I can't wait to do this. I think a lot of it too is like it's I've been at this for a while. You know what I mean? It took a while to do this, because uh, when I first had this vision, the ability to build this technology wasn't like there. You know what I mean? I had to wait a little bit for technology and development to catch up to my vision, and it's there now. And we're making it happen. And kind of to top that all off is like I know there's people that have seen, known, the vision, my vision, and heard about me doing this thing. And I know a lot of people are probably like, damn, what the hell is this dude doing? Is he still doing this? Is he still operational? Is he still, you know what I mean? Is like, what the hell is going on? Like this guy, you know what I mean? So that this is kind of like showing people like all of those, years and that time that I took, where you're wondering, like, think I'm just twiddling my thumbs or something. I've been grinding, and I can't wait for that to reveal itself, because then people are like, oh, dude, this dude's actually been doing some things on the background. This, you know what I mean? Like it's very hard to like show people, or like um, for people to see, or feel that hard work that goes into all of this. And um, you know, even so, even with the stuff we've been doing so far, people still might be like, it sounds like they're talking about something, but do they really have something? I just can't wait to show people. Like we've been kicking ass, man, and yeah, I think people, I think people are gonna be really shocked when they see this. That's the part of the goal. You know what I mean? I like kind of like the whole being quiet and then like just shouting when it's time to shout, and that's what we're gonna be doing here soon.
For anyone listening who is a doubter or a hater, Ricky does a lot of work in the background and in the front and in clear view. So, and so does everyone with Extropian. We've been really doing a lot to try to get this product out there. Um, and like Ricky said, it's been a long process. I mean, when he first started, it wasn't even like technologically possible, and now it is. And we want to be the ones to really bring it out, and available to everyone listening, and anyone who wants to better humanity.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. 2023, it's our year. I just want to see you guys taken care of as well. That's one of my main goals, is all your hard work and efforts that you put in, where all the blood, sweat, and tears and sacrifice that you guys put in, that you guys start to feel the rewards of that. That's always been one of the main goals. Once I found good loyal people like you guys, I want you to live your dream through this company. Like, if there's anything you want to do with your life, or even if you want to start your own business, or you have goals or things you want to acquire, trips you want to go on, anything. Justin's already going on trips, but maybe he wants to go on more. But I want this to, I want 2023 to be the catalyst for that. I want all of us to like live our dreams through this company and through our community, and and then too, like, just not only living your dreams like from a reward perspective, but feel rewarded about changing people's lives, and making people. I would love for us to see somebody performing in a sport or the Olympics or anything, and be like, damn, we had a hand in that person's journey. You know what I mean? We had a hand in that person breaking a record. That person, they surpassed where they thought they were going to be, and they're like the best in their sport. Like, I mean, how dope would that be? So not only rewarded from what you guys get out of this, but also too the reward of seeing all your hard work and efforts playing out in people's everyday lives. That's what I really, really want. So 2023, that's part of my goal as well, and I guess that would be you guys' goal also. But yeah, that's really what I want to see happen, and it's kind of from now until forever. Changing people's lives. I think nothing better than that, and nothing greater than that.
Appreciate that.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, any other thoughts? Any other like 2023? Like any other any other things you'd like to see, talk about, feel?
I'm ready to
I
get
think
started.
I'm good on my end. Sorry, go ahead, Justin.
I just said I'm ready to get started.
Yep.
Yeah. And I purposely wore this kit today, by the way. I'm calling on all the gooners out there to support Extropian, because we're top of the league right now. So feeling ourselves right now, and it's a Gooner Nation. It's a big group of individuals. So like you guys to jump on the bandwagon, Extropian bandwagon to support us. Um, so my Bucks made the playoffs, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that one, but we'll see how that goes. But 2023, it's gonna be a wild year, man. I'm ready for it. I can't wait to implement all the talent that we have. Like I said, we've said before, and tap into the network that we have established. And sky's the limit, man. Let's take over 2023. The takeover starts. Let's make it happen.
Ready to roll.
Love it.
With that being said, always asking people to like, comment, subscribe. You know, product reveal. I think there'll be a lot more to talk about, a lot more for you guys to grab onto. But hopefully, what we've said resonates with you. Be a part of our community. Go on our website. It's going to be linked in our bio, linked in on our socials. Join our community. We're going to start a newsletter up this year and get that going. So if you're interested in getting news on the development of this product, have at it. And at the same time, we also want you guys to join us along the journey, like see how this thing is built, see how the struggles we go through, the ups and downs. We kind of want to bring you guys on that journey. So it's an authentic journey. It's not just some company trying to sell you a product. We want you to be a part of the building process. So yeah, with all that being said, we want to wish everybody a blessed 2023. I hope everything, everything you want, everything you hope for, everything you dream of, comes to fruition. And don't limit yourself, and just be the best version of yourself at all times. And you know, next time you see all of us as well in the 2024 episode, we're going to be built differently as far as like our eating habits and working out. So we're going to look like three very different men. So be prepared for that in this time capsule. When we bury this time capsule and we dig it back up, damn, I look different.
Totally.
Sean already says he looks good, so he'll even be looking great at that point. So yeah, we look forward to that. So this is our time capsule. We're burying it, and man, we're gonna be kicking ass and taking names when we dig this thing back up, and gonna make way more progress and do a lot more things than we said we wanted to do on this podcast. So we look forward to you guys checking in and following up like we are in 2024. So with that being said, 2023, here's to you, and thank you guys for being a part of this. And yeah, we're ready to rock and roll, man. We will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.